something like that.
The Cowboys.
Yeah, the Cowboys.
Hey, what's up, caller? We got a caller.
Talk to us quick, but don't talk to us slick, caller.
I'm trying to think in terms of the Cowboys never really.
No, he talking about the Wildcat.
Who are them kids in the background?
You talking about the Wildcat.
But that's not.
You talking about the Wild Hog. They didn't have the.
Who are them kids in the background that called to the radio show?
It was like three white boys or 4 white boys. They was crushing on the line or some shit.
Say, man, we got a call on the line.
Come on,
Say your name, caller. Who's
Hello?
Girl, who is this?
Who is this?
God damn, who is this? You called up.
This Fishbowl Radio Network. You called into the radio station. Who's this?
They hung up.
There's somebody on their mama
One of them
phone.
little kids called in.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She tried to call goddamn me the hotline and she didn't know she called the fish line.
So old school, was you able to go to one of the first championships when you was younger?
No, man. The nigga wasn't into the game like that thing.
Yeah.
We was out there hustling, pulling and doing shit.
Right,
We wasn't going out there to the.
It wasn't a luxury.
Well, the condo was in the hood anyway. So right. I mean, we just wasn't doing that. And then it didn't happen till we fell in love with the Cowboy till we get in the penitentiary, and then it become a Dallas, Houston thing.
Right.
What's up, Dollar the King?
The Cowboys.
Right.
So tell me the difference with the hustling game back then compared to what it is now.
Hold on, man. Let me get this call again. Let me see who it is.
Don't talk to
Hey, man, you done called in to the Fishbowl Radio Network. You on the Game 4 show, man. Game applied means elevation. What you got for her? Hello? Hey, what's going on with you? You done called into the Game 4 show.
The Cowboys got whoop show.
Cowboys gonna what? Say it again.
You say what? Yeah, I'm turning it down. You can put them back on. Say that again.
It's a little.
They got whoop show.
Yeah,
Hey, man, listen.
Already.
Hey, are you over 15?
Yeah,
How old are you?
16.
Well, you ain't got no business calling this radio show. This is 18 and old. There's cussing going on. Where your mom and dad at? Who gave you this phone number to call in here?
Somebody gave.
You know this like calling the porn hotline, man.
Where's your mother? Your mother on the phone quick.
Yeah.
She called in and said,
I gotta give it to him,
You gotta give it to him like that, man.
Yeah, man.
But she was on point though.
wasn't she?
Yeah.
I like where she was coming from.
Yeah. I ain't watching now parts of the game. I missed it, man.
All them damn field goals. They could have did some more scoring.
Shit, I wish I could have went out there and been tailgate, man. Look at some of them little white hoes would have been out there,
You
man.
would've had a good
Goddamn, man.
time,
Cowboy
man.
boot. Shit.
But they overcame something. The last 2 seasons, the Giants just kicked them out in the ass.
Right.
So, I mean, they had that phenomenal year last year, but
they're not
two
looking at
of the 3.
They not looking at the same kind of monster.
But I wish Odell would have played to make it even better.
Make it even.
Yeah, they would have. But they weren't looking at.
They would have had to score more.
Hey, I'm gonna say 2 things for Odell. One of them white. One of them white and one of them black. The black one last name Smith. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Out on that defense. And the other white boy named Lee. Odell don't want none of that on him, man.
Yeah,
he already broke up. They gonna break him. They gonna break the rest of him.
Sean Lee a fool. Shout out Sean Lee, man.
Come on, man.
And he really soft on the motherfucker.
They put that 50 on your ass.
Yeah, coming across that middle.
No,
you got to, they ain't got tough receivers like
They
that
ain't
coming
ready for
across
that,
that middle
man.
like
Nah,
that.
And you say the other one, black, who was that?
Smith, man. Come on, man.
Smith, yeah.
Yeah, man. He gonna hurt.
But did you see the way, what's his name?
Man.
I can't think of Drea boyfriends.
Scandrick.
He put a hit on old boy on that sideline, man.
Scandrick, he alright.
Hey, where that
He getting better.
He getting better.
Where that draw stealing nigga at? He's still on the team, nigga. When stole them draws out the show.
Man, come on, man.
He's still on the Cowboy team, man.
I forgot who that was, man. Who that stole them draws, man?
He left last year.
Oh, he left last year.
He left last year.
got
They
booted.
ended up
He got
dropping.
booted
No,
last
they
year. He got
dropped that
booted.
though. They dropped that case on that man.
They let that
But he called something else, I thought.
hey, they let that nigga like them white hoes play yesterday. You know who I'm talking about. That nigga like them white hoes. That nigga jumped on that white bitch and beat up that punk at that gay bar.
Yeah,
Who
yeah,
you
you know
talking
that
about,
ever
Elvis?
play.
Y'all goddamn
Yeah,
running
my
back.
boy.
I
Yeah.
know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, he got about 3-4 first downs and 4 runs.
Yeah, them punks be strong in the motherfucker, boy.
Do you know?
Oh, you saying Elvis a punk?
Man, he was at the gay bar fighting a punk. What else? What else is it? Shit, he at the gay bar fighting a punk. And
They say,
slipped-
but they
and
say
they-
the dude was disrespecting the woman, and he tried to step in.
Yeah, but he still seemed like he was out of place.
Yeah, oh no, you was out of place. Now the fight, wait, cool. He wasn't at 7-Eleven.
Right.
Hey,
And you damn sure ain't let your girl talk you into going.
this bring up a good point.
Yeah.
And I dealt with this with some people.
And somebody else said he was a punk.
Watch this. What you think about this? I know some cats be like, hey man,
You just turn
I'm
it
going to the I'm gonna call it alternative. You heard me? I'm gonna call it the alternative club. I ain't gonna say gay club. We gonna call it alternative club. I know some cats that say, man, I go to the alternative club because I like lesbian women.
Yeah.
But what you gonna do when one of these dudes in here walk up on you and ask you your name or how you doing? You can't get mad at this man because you ain't got no business in their space. You know what I'm saying?
It's like robbing in a dope game. It come with it. You
Right,
can't be
but
mad.
if you up in there and you feel comfortable with this, man, I'm gonna worry about you,
goddamn
homeboy.
right,
How
man.
you gonna feel comfortable up in there? I don't give a damn if it's 100,000 bitches in there. I'm gonna go for the 4 that's down the street.
If you keep going into a certain kind of environment,
Yeah, man.
the environment is more likely to change you than you gonna change the environment.
Yeah.
She.
He shouldn't have been there.
That's 100% correct, man.
Yeah, man. Man, let's pick OG brain for it. What year was you born, OG?
47.
47.
47.
What was going on in 47, man? Depression? Had we got
That was
past?
the 30s.
That was the 30s.
The strangest part
Yeah.
about it,
Woman suffrage had just come along, 1920s.
But we gotta see, hold on, we gotta understand when we tell these stories, we gotta tell our story and his story.
compare and contrast.
That we was always we never got out the we still not out the Great Depression, Jack.
Yeah, well, you know,
For real.
let's play his story.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it was a time after the war, and you know
So
they were rebuilding, reconstruction.
So
That era.
Well, let's establish the year that the war ended. 45, 50, somewhere.
Yeah,
around
right up in there.
The government just started dumping out money. Trying to, they really did create the milk class.
Right.
They helped that white boy because he would not have his wealth and would not be in the position that he's in now.
Right,
If the
right.
government- If Franklin Delano Roosevelt had not brought all of these new deals together.
Right. And when
with
you
this
say
white
help,
fella,
like a lot of people don't understand like ways that they did help them. Can you explain like some of the grants and things that they gave to them, like from us picking cotton and selling it to England? Shit, like every mother white person that was in America got $500 off of that. You know what I'm saying? So a lot they got land. When they called it the race. The new race, it really was the race for, America.
Yeah.
And when they got her, you automatically got land just for coming, man.
yeah.
Like, it's not like they started from nothing and had to work hard to get it. They still get stuff given to them, but they dress it up so pretty to where we don't understand what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, Martin Luther King, there's a video out there somewhere with him saying that how the government built up that white middle class.
Right.
They encouraged him to come from the European, cross that water and come over here. When you come over here, we're going to give you land. Then we're going to, with the land grant colleges, we're going to teach you how to raise the product. And right now, the
charge you nothing.
Okay, I want to say something real quick. What about this? I done heard a couple things where people be like Martin Luther King really wasn't for the people.
Well, I mean, I'm saying at a certain point, he became as you and I are now.
Right.
We are just simply recognizing an opportunity and speaking based upon what it is we see. And Martin was a sharp ass nigga. I mean, he really was kind of
sharp. So Martin was just doing what he had to do to get by.
But at the time, watch. This is my take on it.
Yeah.
At first, coming from that church upbringing, you got to understand how the preachers groomed and the shit that the stuff that they believe in.
Yeah.
So at first, his heart, wholeheartedly, Martin thought what he was doing was right. But you got to go look at his last speeches before they killed him when he say, I feel like I have been leading my people into a burning house. Yeah. He started disagreeing with a lot of stuff that he had been doing. All that marching, he realized that wasn't going to get him nowhere.
Because he felt like it was getting too late. He already seen the signs, I feel, because I was hearing about it and I was listening and I was summing it up. I felt like he felt like it was getting too late, which it probably was, and that probably, and I was like, and I just felt like that probably had something to do with the reason why.
But when you start realizing that the CIA watching you and all that, man, you start feeling like your time is short.
And then
once you switch it up and renege like that,
and then let's not forget, black people wasn't all the way down with Martin.
Yeah, a lot
the
of people
black
were.
church, nigga, everybody was like, man, that nigga is a troublemaker. Don't that, and we don't want that. And so everybody didn't embrace Martin.
Right.
Martin,
True.
Martin was radical to most black people back then, man. But let's get back to OG. So 1947, man, 1947, nigga could whoop his hoe and get away with it.
Oh, I mean, you kick that bitch in the ass. I mean, that's what that was the mentality then.
Right.
Drive them, kick her, boot them in the ass. I mean,
I wonder where they picked that up from.
Well, I don't know.
Well, man, hold on. Hey, listen.
No, we know where.
Yeah, well, man, everything we got from Europeans.
Yeah, we watched the slavery, how they treated their bitches.
Yeah. We're a carbon copy of Europe. We embrace their
we watched them leave a wife in the house and come in the back and fuck all the slave bitches. So we picked up on that kind of shit, man.
But the white boys sowed to see the descent between the black woman and the black man.
Yes, that was the show we just had there.
And he could walk in, pull out, fuck her like he wanted to fuck her.
Right.
I mean, and really
you got accepted.
They
really did.
So you were born 1947.
Yeah.
Mom and dad was married.
Oh, yeah.
Mom and dad was married?
Yep.
Grandma and grandpa was still around?
Grandpa was there.
What age do you remember working? At what age do you begin? Did you work before you went to school, or did you?
There were some white people that we used to trade with that know my daddy and my stepdaddy.
Trade was what?
Tradesmen, they had the store.
Oh, trade.
They had credit.
Right, that's how you do it. That's how you
went to the store.
Called it bartering.
You go to the store. No, when I barter, you paid money. Grocery, go to the store and tell Mr. Bill, I need some beans, I need some flowers, I need
right. You just pay him later, though.
I'm going to pay him next month.
Right.
Because he got it, and he going to cash the check, and the check is
and he know you ain't going nowhere.
Nowhere. If you ain't going to eat the next week.
Hey, Miss Jean Renee, she put shaking my head really, and I'm sure that's to the comment when I say you could whoop your hoe back then. That was a time, man, when it was legal.
If we got to tiptoe to the tulips about this, man, you need to be down there at that schoolhouse talking to them about them lies in them school books. All we doing is telling the truth. Sometimes the truth is very uncomfortable, man. That's what went on in that time. We not making up no lies. And if you not a bitch, he not talking about you. If you not a hoe, he not talking about you. We talking about the ones who fit that description. We're not unintelligent.
Back then, all of them fit that description.
Right, because that's all they knew.
That's what I'm saying. That was all it is. You had my lady, all this here, but the first time it come down wrong, she was going to call you a bogus ass nigga, and you were going to call her a bitch.
Right.
She called you a nigga, you called her a bitch. She slapped you, you kicked her in the ass. Some of them fought like a mother.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That was normal.
That was the kind of way, that was part of our culture at that time. Then we found black is beautiful and stop hitting our women, stop hustling, stop encouraging them to say a pussy and all this kind of stuff. So, when we stopped doing that.
I'm glad you said that. So in 1947, the dope game really had brought the finance. Wasn't no dope.
It wasn't no dope. It was a bootleg.
It was a bootleg.
The game was still there. The nightlife was
like
there.
Like the gambling, the pool shark, and the con, and
it probably was a little reefer. Probably a little reefer around.
Not in the southern part.
I forgot reefer madness. They come
You said not in the southern part.
Not in the southern border. You know,
that was more like some up north stuff. Okay. Yeah, like the movies you see.
So what time did the dope come in? The 60s?
No, the heroin got here. Not heroin. Crack came here in about the early 80s.
Heroin came by what, 50s, late 50s?
The 80s you had to, I mean, it was in the 50s. Now that's where the blues, the jazz, the hip hop,
the teas, the mollies, and all that.
Yeah, it came through the musician that
like now,
jazz.
like now, the Percocets, the mollies, and all that.
Right.
See, that's what I'm trying to do. See, we finna pick school brain.
Right. See, watch this though. But see, before the crack, they still had the same drugs. They were just leaving it powder.
Yeah.
Then they started freebasing the powder.
Yeah,
and then some cat in the CIA figured out how to cook it up, and the chemical gonna hit you faster and make you want it more. The high gonna wear out faster than the other way.
But let's just call Reagan and
Reaganomics.
Hold on, we ain't got there yet.
Reaganomics.
Hold on, we ain't got there yet.
Hey, Reaganomics, man.
We ain't got there yet. So you start school during that time. What age did you start school?
52. If you had your birthday coming up to August, September, and you started in the first grade.
You started in the first grade.
You could get fucked around like my sister.
Right.
She, her was in October, so school started in September, so that means she stayed back.
So was there any pre-education before you actually hit public school?
No.
It wasn't so wasn't no pre-education.
No.
What did your birth certificate say? Was you colored? Was you a nigger? Was you black? Was you African American?
I don't recall that because I didn't have one for a long time.
You didn't have a birth certificate. So you was born. So you was born with no records of you being born.
Well, it was a record.
You should ask. And to what year did you get your birth certificate?
No, I got the birth certificate. It was about like 2-3 years after I found, my birth certificate that I used to establish my identity.
Right.
But when I look back on the day that it was fixed and sealed, it was like 2.5 years
later
after I had birth, because a midwife. When mama got pregnant, man, it was a woman in the neighborhood that did pull the babies out and cared.
They run down the street, say that girl have that baby.
Well, she knew that was happening, so she was there.
She knew my time.
She was there with us, and then they fixed it. But then there was the doctor, the old country doctor, came around, and when he got around.
That's when
he acknowledged the baby and signed the birth certificate.
He knew what everybody pussy looked like in the neighborhood. Yeah, he had his fingers in everybody. Every woman pussy in the neighborhood. The neighborhood doctor had his fingers in all our grandmama and them pussy. That's just how it was.
Yeah, that's how it was.
Yeah, and his fingers might have been big. Nigga fingers might have been big. Say, man, goddamn, nigga, what she look like? Oh, that's the Lily White broad, man. She don't like me.
It's too young.
Yeah, she don't like me, man. She might be listening right now out front. She can't stand me. But it's a love-hate relationship with me and the white bitch. Yeah, I'm hard on white hoes, so she know it. She can tell it. Yeah, man, I'm hard on the white bitch, man. Yeah, I'm gonna break her back.
But yeah, school.
So school say about 52, 53 you went to school. All black school, one of them log cabins.
It was segregated.
It was segregated. Teachers black?
Teachers was black.
What your school books look like?
Or they were secondhand. They was hand-me-down.
They were hand-me-down.
That's every year.
With white faces in them?
It was always.
What'd you say?
There was always white faces in them.
Always white faces.
Always white faces in them.
Always white faces. And we just had a little snippet. We had Booker T. Washington and George Washington carved. And that's pretty much all you got. The slave was represented as workers,
Right.
What was the structure of school was like?
Like one room. I saw that in the one room. Went all the way till you got to the next part of it.
What they have, math, reading?
Yeah, the basic stuff. We had a gung-ho hellified teacher.
I was just about to say, how did teachers deal with misbehavior then?
Beat you on the butt.
You got your ass whooped.
Well, it really started out in the hand.
In the hand?
Yeah, it started out in the hand. And but when it came down to the butt whooping, with the bullet on the butt, then the principal did that.
How?
And he just took you in there and
How-
kind of bust you down. He said,
How involved was the family in the school in the school life back then? Did the teachers
They
know
have parent-teacher conference and all
the teachers
that.
know mama
no,
now?
the teacher and the parent had a black person relationship.
Okay.
A
And they
mutual respect
trusted,
thing.
it was
Yeah.
mutual respect. They trust the teacher. They knew that the teacher wasn't going to bring no game and be against the child because of the status or social being of that child. We was all grouped together, all in a one room, and we was all that. And so when the teacher said something to mama and mama said something to the teacher, it worked.
Yeah. What?
Okay.
Go ahead, Drew.
Okay, 5960, you was in the 7th and 8th grade, right?
Right.
Was it sports back then in the 7th and 8th grade?
No, we didn't have sport like that. I mean,
Not
we did.
organized
It
sport,
wasn't
but
organized. So we had there was some sports. We had gym.
Gym?
Yeah, we had gym. And
Was
so
there
the
any
little-
kind of, so it wasn't no kind of neighborhood sports or anything?
Not in the little old 5,000 town.
Like
I
Little
lived
League
in.
sports.
No,
And, and in the 50s, where did you grow up at?
in
I'm late.
Arkansas.
In
I lived in the
Arkansas.
South
So
Side
you say
of Arkansas.
say back then your
Okay.
sports was helping the family out.
Well, the sports wasn't on shit. That ain't gonna got time to sport. You got to do this. Bro. You got night work to do when you get out of school. You got to
Right.
come in, start chopping the wood and getting this ready because it was a wooden stove and a dirt floor.
So you had to pull your weight.
That nigga said,
Oh, it wasn't any
float.
blacks in the NFL back then?
Oh,
Kids, I
hell
got to make it, man.
NFL.
What?
No NFL.
No, we're not in the field.
NFL ain't been with us all the time. This a new shit. When you talking to a 75 and 80-year-old person.
Okay.
I
I
got to
got
be concerned too that he was black. And that was this his social, economic deprived kind of thing. And black people was just trying. I mean, you don't like when they're talking about, let's go to the concert, Grover. Fuck B.B. King, man. I'm trying to get as much money as B.B. King. And I'm going to get dressed and buy me a front, put my woman on the front, and then we're going to go to the concert, to the dance, and she's going to be jumping all up.
They don't go to the boom boom room, raise boom boom
and I'm
room.
gonna lose my bitch fucking with BB King.
He's so disrespectful of me in his presence. Oh, BB. Bitch,
Right.
you know one about the clothes.
Yeah.
Depends on the deal.
Yeah.
You know, here I am, and then and you got a lot of fights from that.
Right.
That's where some of the violence in the relationship comes. No, I ain't gonna do this here for another man. Why would I do this here?
Yeah.
I'm gonna work hard all week to buy me a front, get you a front, then you gonna go to the concert, and then you gonna show out in front of another man.
Right.
No.
So back then, all the only thing a black person had a shot at was being a musician.
Pretty much. And we had some, and that's what when you look at our culture, when you look at our history, that's where you find it.
Yeah.
Shit, that's what we always now. Yeah.
We always been great at music.
Great and entertaining.
Hey man, they didn't. Hey, watch this.
Yeah.
They didn't know what rhythm was until they pulled up on them shores for some slaves and heard them niggas beating them drums.
They knew what
And they was like, why they standing doing the same rhythm all the time? What? They thought it was a war call.
They didn't know what speed was, what jumping was.
Right. They thought they did.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Dre, man, where we at on time, man? We got to go to a commercial and we good? We good. Already, man.
Okay, this is what I want to
Hold
take
on.
it back a little
Speaking
bit.
of music, man, I want
Go
to
ahead.
thank Amazon. They finally released my old man song. After all these years, he sing for the Marcells.
Okay.
Yeah, Blue Moon.
Already.
Okay. What's up?
Amazon is doing stuff. And then you're talking about, you asked the NFL back then, but you're looking at Amazon now. And then you just trace Amazon going back. Amazon just got here, and it's just blowing shit up.
Right. Yeah.
You know, they doing things, and I can't even imagine now. And I'll say this here because I'm one of these here marketers, internet marketer, affiliate marketer.
Right,
If you got a snap want to sell something, Amazon got the product.
Right.
And you can set you up a website, and if you want to generate traffic to Amazon, then Amazon going to ship that product to that person that came to you under your influence and give you a gap.
Right.
And it just go on and on and on. And they don't make, and it's big money being made like that. So Amazon is changing the game.
Put a lot of people out of business, it look like.
Well, it
They
has
don't
some
put
of these
FedEx and them ass out of business.
Yeah, you're going to see
They fit in the
modifications.
crunch.
Yeah.
OG Grover, let me ask you this, man. So, at what age did you start thinking you was grown? 12, 13, because I know back then y'all started driving cars around 9, 10, 11. So y'all was already, y'all had more mature and more advanced minds at a younger age than what we would have today.
Right.
A lot of kids, you know, went out on their own at 13, 14, went out into the workforce back then. When did you get off the porch?
I was born in 47. My daddy died in 52. My mama died in 59. And in 60, I'm out of the nest. I'm sleeping in the woods. I'm running. I'm hustling.
So you 13 years old by now?
Yeah, from the time of 13, I've been there.
Right.
But now on the way, there was a reform school. There was 2 TDC, Texas Department of
What
Corrections
was reform school like back then?
ass kicking with the bell.
Like you at home, somebody go whoop your ass
You
more.
had corporal punishment. It wasn't no punishment. Go to the wall and all this here. I'm gonna whoop your ass, Grover, for what you did today. You didn't. You didn't eat all the food in your plate. You wasn't silent. You wasn't in the line properly. You were speaking when you should have had your mouth closed. Shut the fuck up, and you didn't. So tonight we're gonna in the bull ring. We're gonna have the guards, which is the officers, the house parents, and they're gonna all have a piece of leather with a hammer on it, and they're gonna put you in your drawer. Your drawer.
Damn.
This in a state institution.
This is state. Arkansas Training School for Negro Boys in Wrightsville.
For Negro boys.
Damn. And you walk around and bend over, and the next guy hits you in the ass.
In the bull ring.
In the bull ring.
Like being like they doing the
bull
football.
They
That's
all
right.
taking a shot on a nigga
They're going to
ass.
take a shot. You're going through a
Might hit you in the back.
No. It's on the ass. And they take great pride on that ass.
They take great pride in being.
If a dude was bogus and want to boss you, he would get his same spot. They all concentrate on that one spot. And it was a good thing to take that bell and turn around and pop that motherfucker. And you would hear it. And dude could bust ass and draw blood. And if the dude was cool with you and he know he got to whoop you because he in the thing, but you all right.
Man,
so he just going to hit you a little bit of time.
Shout out to
And
Signal.
they all get one lick though.
They getting one, but it's, you're going to get 25 to 30. But it's going to be only 3 or 4, and they're going to get 8 or 9 each time. You're going to go around from one guy, stop, you're going to bend over, he going to hit you, you're going to go to the next guy, bend over. Come on now.
Yeah, good slave torturing tactics. Shit. Hey, shout out to Singapore, one of the lowest crime rates in the world, man. They got that caning over there. Remember that white boy went over there and broke them car windows?
Yeah.
And they cane your ass one time and make you
in
pass
countries
out.
where they got them kind of corporal punishment, they crimes ain't as bad.
Yeah.
They penitentiary's not full.
No, it ain't.
Sit the drink on the floor down.
Yeah, they keep their eyes on us. Yeah, we stay mistakenly, innocently, breaking the rules and things.
Man,
We don't
I
be
want to
doing
take
it
it back a little bit, man. I was wondering, like, when you was born, like, young, like, what did you know about? I know we was coming out of slavery, right?
Well, we came out. Let's keep the record straight. In 1865.
Well, we were supposed to.
Well, we were coming out, and then we had the Jim Crow.
Right.
I was born in the Jim Crow.
And what about the slave codes, the black codes? Sundown, all that.
Well, you had that in there. You had in travel. That was a travel ban.
Okay.
Same goddamn thing Trump doing now with a travel ban.
Travel ban, right.
A black man had a travel ban during that time, sun up to sundown.
Had to have
your ass somewhere where you live at. And
by nighttime.
Yeah, by nighttime.
And that's crazy because look, we can remember this. I know you and you probably remember this when we was young, coming up, and our parents. You be in the house when them street lights come on, when it get dark.
Oh, well, we didn't have the street lights.
Yeah,
I'm just saying that's how they was doing it when we was young.
Yeah, but you ain't got no business out after dark.
Right.
It ain't safe for a nigga to be out after dark during them times.
And doing those times.
And it still ain't now.
You just come up missing. If a
So in other
Negro
words,
did that, and just eventually he would just come up missing. And everybody know he was missing. and had a good idea what happened to him, but you shut the fuck up.
Right, because you didn't want to bring that trouble to your house.
Yeah,
right.
That was Jim Crow in America, USA.
Okay.
That is what they honor in the statues and the monument.
Right,
with that
right.
shit that erupted in Charlottesville.
Right, that's what this is all about.
That was that whole thing. It wasn't about
you were back in the lynching.
After then, of course.
And it was
of course.
I'm
We
trying
didn't
to think.
stop lynching. We didn't stop lynching till about 61.
No, I want to take that back. We ain't stopped lynching till
Well,
about
we ain't stopped,
2017. They just using the gun. They ain't using no rope no more. But you right, though.
Yeah.
Okay, because there was something. Man, they said they named the lynching after a dude named.
We talking about Willie Lynch.
Willie Lynch. Yeah.
Well, it wasn't just the lynching; it was the whole method that he used.
Like he told me today when we was coming in, a nigga was a nigga because we didn't know his name. The white man couldn't pronounce his African name, so
Right.
he didn't have no name.
Right.
So they didn't know what lynching mean.
Yeah.
They know what it was and what it is, but old Willie Lynch was the one that lynched, so that's what lynch.
That was one of his methods of controlling.
that was his method
Put the
of
young
controlling.
against the old,
Yeah, it was a
the
lynch.
man against the woman, all this. And Willie Lynch told them they'll never be able to unite. That's what that's what the whole thing
was-
about us unite.
He was he was considered the Bill Gates or the Mark Zuckerberg of slavery.
Right.
He was the coldest and the baddest of the baddest.
Yeah.
He made,
And he was-
They were having
he
trouble.
made his
They were
slaves
having
mind.
trouble.
And he was and
He was showing everybody how to
he
make
had
these
the
slaves mind.
he had the worst niggas.
In
He had
Jamaica.
He had them Haitians and Jamaican niggas.
Right.
And so he was invited to come over here to the banks of Jamestown River in 1712. And as he was coming along, he smelled the flesh of the niggas burning. Town stinking. Niggas' heads on the post. He laughing like a motherfucker, but he having a hard time with these niggas down here. Boy, I ain't got these kind of problem. My town don't look like this.
Right.
But my niggas know I know how to make these niggas mine.
Did a
So-
holiday singing.
He came up with a method, a doctrine, the Willie Lynch doctrine,
You can put it up on your phone.
and he told them, we must do this now for future generations may not understand, and we must do this for economical reasons. And what he meant by that was, at some point in time, our children go like these motherfuckers,
Right.
and they go
right.
want to be friends with them.
Right.
They wanna wear
And
the
they
hat on
to
the
see it happening.
backside.
Yeah, and so we must put some things in place that's embedded into the fabric of this country, and it's gonna be hidden in systematic figures and traps and designs and shit like that, man. And he said, if we do this now, this shit will self-perpetuate. On its own axis, meaning at some point in time we can take our hands off these niggas.
Right.
We
right.
can
He
sleep
told
at
me
night.
last up to 400 years.
And he estimated, said, now we can do it'll last for about 400-500 years. So far this shit been lasting. And what he did was he used envy, distrust and fear. He played the old black against the young black. He played the woman and the woman and man against each other. He played the light skin and the dark skin versus each other. But the coldest thing he
Right.
did was he took the black woman and put her in a reverse natural state, meaning an independent state. And how he started out doing that, he kicked the door in, come in the house, whooped the woman, whooped the man, whooped the kids, fuck the woman, fuck the little baby daughter, then turn around and fuck the man.
No, they're gonna take the biggest, baddest one of y'all that they got.
That's what's happening.
Yeah,
Look
yeah,
up book breakers.
That's for the whole plantation, but this was done for the family structure, right?
Okay, yeah.
So what he did was this was all intent to separate the woman, put her in one state of an independent state, take the man away and put him away, and not let them have no contact with each other.
Or their children.
And so what he do, he reversed the nature state of a woman being dependent upon a man. But
Right.
once she saw him come in there, whoop her, rape her in front of her husband, beat the husband, make him go get over in the corner, then turn around and rape the husband's daughter, then turn around and rape the husband. How the woman and the children see the man no more. He ain't the man no more.
Right, they killed all of that.
So the next time that he enters into that household, the woman's natural state out of fear will make her jump out in front to save the kids. The nigga go run into the corner. His ass done been pushed in. So he go running to the corner. He don't want his ass to be pushed in no more.
Right.
The woman go step out front. What a nigga do when a dog? Hey, baby, go see if that's the police. Yeah. Baby, go answer the door and see if that's the police. I can't think of the term, man. Is missing me right now. But you know this term when they say when somebody kidnap you, but you fall in love with your kidnap Stockholm syndrome. Yeah. And so what he did after that, he separated the two. And so with that implanted already into the woman's vision, man, he said her natural instinct will drive her to raise her son to be mentally weak, right, but physically strong. And in return, she will raise her daughter to be strong, to be stronger than the boy. Right. So that's true. That's why mama let that nigga stay in the house till he 40 and put that girl out soon as she had that baby, because mama done prepared for her for the world. That's why when that nigga get mad, he don't want to talk, he want to fight, because he's physically strong but mentally weak. That white boy put that in place so long ago, man, and
hey, your mama told, watch how you act in front of them white folks.
And what mama
don't talk back to them white folks.
If you ain't smart in school, what mama go tell you, boy, you need to get you a job. Yeah. Mama wants you to go use that body.
All right, on that note, we're going to let Marvin Gaye sing a little something for us.
Man, somebody asked me, was it leniency for Masons? They just don't understand how all that works, man. If you wouldn't know,
this was different than what I heard when I
we got all kinds of girls, man. We can do it all. Yeah, we do a little bit of everything, man. Yeah, but he would say he didn't understand we got to take turns. And to them, it sounds jumping up. We understand that girl. But the people listening, on the other end, it sounds like we just, like everybody got the mic trying to sing different songs. You got to be able to respect. Right.
Underground in the animals and birds who live nearby. Mercy, mercy, all things and what they do. What about this overcrowded land? How much more will you from sinners can't you stand?
That's strange.
There's too many of you.
Hey, who it is?
K Black.
Hey, what's up with it, man?
What's up with it? Where Bo at?
Where who at? You say where who at? Oh man, that nigga at the house.
I'm calling in to the talk show.
Already, man. What's good with you?
Talk to us though.
What's on your mind?
Who that? That Bo right there?
Yeah, this Bo right here. Who it is?
It's K Black.
What's happening, Black?
Oh man, it's just cool. And I'm just being nosy, trying to see what's really good.
Okay. I thought you wanted some game or you had some game for us, man. You know, either way it goes, we with it.
Hey man, you know I got plenty. You hear?
Shit, drop something on him, man. Where you calling from?
I'm calling out Mesquite, man. I'm about to drink gold. I'm Oak Hollow nigga.
Already, Oak Hollow nigga, huh? Yeah, already.
I know a few of them.
You know a few, yeah. See, you out that way too, ain't you, man?
Yeah, you know that's my stomping ground.
Yeah. It's stomped down out that way, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, we been on there all night long,
man. We got old school up in here, man, getting us this game, man. Giving us what we giving what we miss. You know, I ain't had no daddy, no granddaddy, none of that, so I'm loving this, man. He telling me some shit I ain't never heard before, man. You'll be surprised. The shit that we ain't never heard before, man.
Say, man, hey, man, y'all wait till y'all see me in about 2 weeks, man. I'm finna walk in this bitch with a finger wave so motherfucking clean, man. Nigga, I'm telling you, man, these niggas, that's why I've been growing my hair out, man, so I can get this finger wave done.
Hey, Black nigga say you get him a finger wave, man.
Yeah, shit, I'm bringing
but who was this talking?
Shit, man, goddamn Barbecue Blue.
That's my partner, man.
Yeah, Barbecue Blue, man.
He say he gonna rock a finger wave like Kilo, man. We went to the Capitol Beach, man.
To say, man, the slogan, goddamn, is we'll smoke a hoe's ass if you eat it.
Y'all tune to the Game Folk website.
You know something about some barbecue, Black?
Oh yeah, man. I got a whole barbecue business, man.
Okay. Go shout yourself out one time. Somebody listen like one
Smoking Black barbecue, man.
Okay. Where can they catch you?
Man, they catch me a little bit everywhere, man. I'm at these little league games, man. I'm doing this dance party.
Hey, Black, get ready, man. The Game Folk Show having their first annual barbecue in March. Coming up, so get ready to.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, man. If your pit mobile, man, you can come out to my spot, nigga. We'll have a barbecue cook-off and we can sell barbecue.
Oh, yeah.
My pit mobile.
Well, shit, man, let's make it happen in the next few weeks before it get cold, man.
Yeah, come on down to the Classy Lady so we can sample your little old meat, your season, and check you out so we can get ready for that Game Folk Show barbecue.
And goddamn me, if you got a hoe's ass, we can put on there, man. We'll smoke it, I'm telling you.
Already, Black, I'm fuck with you, baby.
Hey, I'll fuck with y'all, man. Say, I'll fuck with you, boy. Y'all boy, keep it up, man.
I appreciate your call, man.
Nigga, you sightseeing thing. Nigga, get back on the mic. We got commercials still going. We still got about a minute and a half.
On the radio.
Yeah, man, we done left the door open, man. Let me close the door. You know, we the unruly classmates, man.
Man, you ain't gonna figure it out, man. Go to the history. Go to the history, man. Just follow the history.
I'm trying to log out of saying.
Don't log out, cause we can't get into the game phone, nigga. He the admin.
Let me see. Go over here.
Where we make life sweeter.
Did you hit it over here?
It ain't got it over there, but it said take a picture. I'm trying to. You see how saying shit? Let me show you guys.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but we need to
Man, you got to go to publishing tools, man. I remember going to publishing tools and now you want the video something, man.
This same from the Game Folk.
Go to the history where we
in the gray bowl. We gon' put it down like we wanna pick it up. So I'ma tell it to you once, so I ain't gotta tell it to you again. I'ma tell it to you slow, so I ain't gotta say it no more. I ain't over you, you ain't over me. I got your back, you got mine. United we stand, divided we fall. That's from the Lord. Tune in to the Game Folk Show every Monday night, 9 to 11 in the gray street.
On FishbowlRadioNetwork.com. Jump in.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in. This is the Fishbowl Radio Network. We in the gray stream tuning live.
Roll down the last time you went
Charleston Blue, what's up, baby?
Hey, what's up with it, man? Shit, man, trying to get some help, man. Goddamn me, you know we can't get no financial assistance or no goddamn me technical assistance right now. We the step babies on the game and at the Fishbowl Radio Network, man.
That library was on the library.
This is the last live right here.
We live old school. Tell us a little bit more about your growing up, 14, 15, 16 years old.
But nothing back in those days. What happened was in the 60s. We all was just kind of hanging out.
No one over there video.
And then when we got to the 60s, we had the riots. We had the assassination of Martin Luther King, and we had Malcolm. We had this disgust that was going on in America. And so when we get to 65, that puts the guy that started school in 52 at 6. He's now 18. So now you footloose and fancy free, and you want to do it. Well, because of the cities have burned, they have put in government programs that make money available to economically disadvantaged people and military Vietnam era veterans. So they had training programs where they would bring you in, sign you up, and give you, I think, $3.75 an hour. That was minimum wage then. Say from 65 to now is $7.25. So that's a big upward pushing. But in 1965, it was a lot of money on the street.
King was assassinated in what, 66?
68, somewhere into that. That's when you had all these kind of assassinated Martin and Malcolm.
Civil Rights Act passed 1964.
Yeah. You had integration in the schools and all that there.
You come out of you graduate high school?
No. When I left home at 13. I didn't make it no further than the 8th grade. My education, and I proudly confess or give honor to, I'm a college graduate at the University of Texas at Arlington. Being inspired by Hewitt Newton and Everett Cleaver, these guys that's in prison, and how they took on to educate themselves. So I got my GED, got into Sam Houston College, got into Lee College. Kicking asses on the GPA, and you had the grants and stuff.
And what year did you go to college? Get your
Well, I went to when I got to prison in '66. In '67, I got my GED, and then in order to get my ass out of the fields and not work like a slave, if you had a GED, you could go to college.
Yeah,
and then you could take a college course. And if you made a C or better, you could take another one.
Yeah.
And the better you were, the more you could take.
The more courses, yeah.
So that would keep your ass out of the field, because then niggas was chopping. Prison was segregated then. Black people did the hard work. We did the chopping the horn, the cutting of the trees, making the penitentiary. We really can't be mad. And if you had the opportunity to lay in, then you took that. So you say, well, it's hotter in the summer, during afternoon, so I can make it. I can make it if I go to work in the fields in the morning and then come back at noon and go to college the rest of the day.
Right.
So if I could do college 3 or 4 times or have 3 or 4 courses, that was a deal.
But I still I remember, like a lot of my older cousins and stuff, a lot of them went to the service, some type of service. If it was not Vietnam, what was they were Vietnam then.
Oh no, then you got to be talking about Iraq. And
it was Iraq too. But I'm trying to think of this. I guess it was the reserve. They was like the reserve. They was in the army. They was the army reserve.
Yeah.
I remember a lot of people saying that they say they going to the reserve, meaning that meant you wasn't actually going to war yet. You was on hold to go.
But if they
call for you, you first to call.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. On the first line.
Okay.
But usually the people that was in the reserve were the people that had been there
before
and got out, and then in order to keep the paycheck going, they enrolled or signed up for the reserves.
Right. Okay.
But they had to go back if some kind of fight.
Anything happened, you first up the bat.
Yeah.
So what you think about old Jesse Owens and some of them athletes that was running in the Olympics and all that shit?
protesting.
We
back
didn't
then.
know a lot of them when that was actually happening. Even now in Arkansas, my classmate tells me that you don't get a lot of the liberal black Obama news down there. So we didn't hear about the good things of Jesse Owens going and standing on that platform and shaming
So you hear about that
and
tonight?
embarrassing
China.
Hitler.
I mean,
Hitler, you know, that Aryan master race kind of thing.
That whole
And you
theory was
had
out the
this
door.
Nigga came out there, man, running like a bat out of hell, man. And in the world,
And the world like, y'all didn't tell us about this.
Yeah, I didn't know about this then.
Yeah.
But see, the white boy had got pissed off at his daddy, his white daddy, because when integration came, he was the kind of little old son of a bitch. He's going out there in an all-white school. He hitting, and he's a hell of a basketball player.
Getting 20 points a game.
But when they integrated and brought that black player out there, he didn't have no game.
Yeah.
He didn't
Showed him
have
up.
no fucking
Yeah.
game. But his dad had always told him, nigga ain't shit.
Yeah.
And then when this here time come out, you find out I can't
Bought all the game. Dad, I thought you say them niggas wasn't shit.
Hey,
the white boy gets so disgusted, he grow his hair long.
and
he
then
put babes
and
in,
then
become
and
a
then
hippie.
and then them white cheerleaders across the motherfucking gym, seeing them niggas sitting down
Yeah.
over on the bench with them shouts and that dick and them long nuts hanging up out the motherfucking shout. Them niggas,
All that was
You already know that.
attraction
yeah, but they doubt their kids.
Man,
have
I was
something.
watching the cold movie, and I like to watch them
They didn't
old
have
slave
niggas-
movies.
they didn't have niggas back in
It's something,
flicks back
it's something
then.
in my DNA that direct me to that shit. I like to watch them old movies, motherfuckers come across the boat. That shit used to bother me, but now I look at the education. I watch the story they was trying to tell, because they giving you a lot of game, man. But one in particular, it fucked me up.
We
when,
can't get no help up here now.
Watch this. It fucked me up when first they was showing the master how he'll tell his wife he got to go to town. He'll sneak in and ride the wagon down the road. He'll have the black slave go jump in the wagon with him and go ride so they can go off and do their thing. And some of them she knew about, but it was some too young. He didn't want the wife to know about. But it fucked me up when he was gone to town. You got his little daughter and them running back there up on their favorite slave, you know, touching him, grabbing him, whatever. And if you say something, I'm gonna tell my daddy you tried to rape me. Might make the dude, the young girl chick, make the slave do all kind of sexual flavors for him. And then when the master come back home, she's sitting there like she ain't did nothing. And if they get caught, you know she gonna scream bloody murder.
But that just makes you cautious enough when you didn't get caught.
Well, that's the first lie my mama told me.
Right.
When my mama moved us out of Fort Worth and came to Arlington.
Right.
We made it out the ghetto. My mama said, now don't y'all be messing with these white girls out here. They go holler rape.
Well, we had a little road.
Shit, man, my mama lied like a motherfucker.
One
I've
thing
been
my
fucking white hoes
mama
ever
always
since.
say, if she can't use my comb, don't bring her home, man.
That's strong, right there.
Oh man, that's what made me want to fuck a white bitch that hurt she had.
But that desire to have
that's all the mental disorder, man.
Have that nigga dick.
We suffer from a mental disorder, man.
Originated in slavery.
I love that Vidal Sassoon shampoo they used to use in there.
Just stripped him naked. His pride, he didn't have nothing. So she's seeing this here weight that he got hanging, and then when she move and go into her private place with her white boy, daddy, husband, brother, he's short.
Man, you can't be mad. But you can't be mad at a sick person. I say sick. And I say we sick, our race is sick because
I'm sick in the
you gotta understand the shit that we've been taught like this. Man, they take lions and tigers from Africa, right? And when they get them over, what they do?
Tame them.
They put them in an environment, try to duplicate where they from, right?
Natural habitat.
So they feed them what they ate where they was at, right? I don't care if they got to fly the food in, man.
Yeah.
But they brung us over here. They didn't accommodate us. They don't feed. We don't eat the same foods, man. We don't do the same things. We ain't got the same religion. We ain't got the same thoughts. We ain't even got the same connection to nature, to the earth like we used to have, man.
I want to fuck his daughter.
I understand that, though.
I want to fuck his daughter.
I understand that, though.
Oh, there's no greater feeling.
Hey,
in the
man,
world
only
than
thing I
laying
can
on top
say
of
come
white
from that,
bitch,
and this come from an unapologetically black dude, man, young dude. This is how I feel about that. I can't knock no nigga for fucking with him. And the good thing I say come out there, because if you have a child bomb, that's another knock a knock against their race and fire race. Because once you put 1 ounce of black in that baby, he's a nigga. The good thing I say come out there, because if you have a child bomb. Hey, what happened, man?
And that's one of that's part of the grievance that's going on now between the white man and his white woman is that she is not producing as many babies as she can.
Right, but
feminism,
nature, man. You can't beat nature.
Yeah,
I don't care who you are. You bring me somebody that can beat nature, and I kiss his motherfucker.
Man, hold on.
You cannot beat nature, man.
Hold on, Kimbo. Man, y'all ain't finna jump on these little white folks all night on this show, man. I ain't finna let y'all beat up on white folks all night.
Wait, hold on. We can beat up on black folks all day. We can't say nothing about the white folks.
Say
it's not fair, brother.
Say, hey man, when I got robbed, it was a nigga hit me across my head with a pistol.
Where you get the gun from?
From Leroy. Leroy down.
Who made the gun?
Man,
what was on what was the signal on that motherfucker? What was the name of Smith and Wesson? Who is Smith and Wesson then?
Man, some nigga over on the south side.
Ain't no nigga making ain't no nigga got no gun factory.
Say man, hey, ain't no white boy making no nigga pick up no gun.
No, he not. Ain't no nigga making no white boy pick up no gun either.
Hell no, man. Ain't no white boy shooting no niggas in my neighborhood. This nigga shooting niggas.
That okay, but you gotta understand how that work, brother. You kill whoever you from. If you from Asia, you gonna kill an Asian. You from China, you gonna kill a Chinaman. If you from Africa, you gonna kill an African. You from Europe, you gonna kill a European, man.
Shit, them Palestinians killing Jews and Jews killing Palestinians. They ain't killing one another.
Each other too.
Every now and then.
They put that backpack on. Every now and then. If you put that backpack on, if you in that radius of that motherfucking bomb, you going. They ain't gonna ask what you is.
They go to Palestine and do that. They don't do that.
Like I tell my Moorish partners be talking about they paperwork and all that. Man, they don't care if you Kemetic nigga, if you a Muslim, you a Hebrew, or you a Roman. They don't care what you is. When they get ready to kill, they gonna kill you. They don't care what you claiming. They don't care who you think you down with. They don't care who your God is.
Who is that?
The assassinator.
I'm one like that.
The European.
I'm the same kind of nigga.
That's what I'm just saying, though. That's my whole point. So I'm not gonna give him no grievance and lighten up because he white and I know he'll do me. I do that bitch the same way, man.
Hey man,
and that's from the bottom of the heart, man. I don't understand that like that pedestal shit. I'm not with that.
I do a nigga how I do a white boy.
Okay, that's my whole point of view.
Yeah, shit, I do a nigga worse than I do a white boy.
That's
shit,
my
do what I'm saying, whichever one how I feel.
I'm gonna defend myself if I'm bothered by anybody. It ain't got nothing to do with no color. If you threaten my life, man, I'm gonna do what I gotta do to save my life. But I'm not gonna give a white boy a wink and a look back first and take out fast on my brothers.
Yeah.
See that old black on black crime shit? That's a trick, man.
The difference,
white folks to go get a Jim Jones to go take a whole congregation of motherfuckers out there and kill themselves.
The difference between running across a white boy and a nigga, you got to kill that nigga.
Yeah,
that nigga go kill you.
Some white boys you got to kill them too. All white boys ain't no suckers, man.
What you think, old school?
Well, I mean, I'm thinking that it's a middle in the middle of it, and the black man, the animosity between me and my brothers started because I thought he was different from me because he was in a different tribe.
I didn't know him no more.
I didn't know him. Well, I've never known him. I just know that he was over there, and I was told that he was my enemy. And I was told that by my elders.
Right.
My elders told me, don't fuck with that nigga over there. That's a bogus ass nigga. They do this and they do this here. So this here grow up, it's the old McCoy.
Like how they doing the watch this. I'm gonna give you the coldest game they used to have back then.
Hold on, let
I used to do the go ahead. The Hatfields and the McCoys.
So there's the Hatfields and the McCoy, but when you find out there's some kind of animosity, but when you dig deep into it, you find it's not really so of that. And some of the basic elements of humanity comes into play, and that's when you really see that it's a bullshit. When one fall in love with the other one, you got the Muslim and
you get to meet and get to know him.
You get to meet and get to know him. It's all about that. You know, the white folks against homosexuality until his son got weak and it's all of this here. Then once he was against the criminal. But once his son became a criminal,
watch this though.
Knew those who was criminal.
Think about this: if they getting little Dee from the plantation down the street and come to your plantation and pick you up, you know how they put them in the blindfold, make them fight or whatever. Yeah. You gonna have animosity against Mr. Johnson and them boys down there. Yeah. Cause your owner done told you, fuck them niggas down. They ain't shit. If I catch you around them, I'm gonna kill you. Your mama, everybody. Matter of fact, if I catch you around them Glenn, if your sister and them down there, you try to go see them, I'm gonna ship your ass to New England somewhere.
But now that animosity is transferred in our sports.
Right.
I'm a cowboy. When I was in the penitentiary, man, I was down with the Cowboys, and I was gonna fuck Houston.
Say, man, them motherfuckers must have got mad at us and cut the heat on in this motherfucker, man. Is it warm in here to y'all?
It's a little warm, man, but I can handle it, man.
Me too. Me too.
But that's where that thing. So it's kind of like almost we got to have an outlet. But we went to get to realizing that.
But see, that go back to what we were just talking about the Willie Lynch. You know what I'm saying? So we act like it's us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm a bad nigga. I kill any motherfucking body. Hey, man, that is not how God designed you, my brother. No. That is not what you do in your normal state.
And we're being played to believe that that's the way it ought to be.
That you got to be. That's what makes you a man.
So let's school when you end up going to the penitentiary, because 1 out of 3 goes. So I ain't gonna ask you if you go. So you have been.
Yeah, I've been.
See, call good money. What
turnkeys and shit. They had turnkeys back then.
Now we had building tenders then.
Building tenders.
There was prisoners. There was guards that was convicts.
Right.
Because the state allowed it to be, and it was a horrible, brutal system.
You say it was guards that was convicts. Niggas with keys that was convicts.
Murderers.
That had
everything.
Cases.
Rape cases.
Suck ass with the ward. I mean, he could be down. All of them didn't have a murder case. Some of them was just whatever they were down there. They just.
I know a nigga went to federal prison back in them days for a joint of weed. Old nigga daddy went for a joint of weed to federal prison for 6 months.
They had this boy Leo.
Used to get big time for a joint.
Yeah, he was smoking a joint in Herman Park in the 60s, and they gave him 75 years.
South Park.
So how long you doing there, OG?
Went in there 66 and got out in 74.
Went in hardcore young street nigga. What age you went in?
I'm like, let's do the math on it. I'm talking about in 66 at 47, so that's like 19, I think.
So really you what?
But I've been hustling for 13 years.
I was just about to say, you really.
I'm all the way up in
there. And then you done been to reform school, so you really seasoned.
So when the case come up, I would tell you about how the police tricked the dude. I got him. I can help you, but if you can help yourself, then I can do this him for you. Yeah. I know where he's going, but if you do this and do this, well, when he sees such a thing, such as that, you done had the penitentiary thing, he just gonna say fuck you and go get your other cell partner that ain't, and he is pristine clean. Mm-hmm. And he gives them everything they want to know. Then he comes through here with a big fuck you. I don't need you. You motherfucker. Go down there. And when they gave me the 40, come back and grin on it.
So that go back to this word is the word I learned. I knew the slaves couldn't understand this motherfucking word because it's so big, but mandatory is manumission.
Shit, come on.
You know where I come from with that?
You give up. If you
mandatory is manumission.
You give up a nigga. Yeah. You give up a nigga. Okay. You win.
I'm a well-read nigga, man. They don't like me, man.
Hold on. And then, if you save a white person's life.
But watch this though. And so this goes back to the conversation we got cut off on. They was like, somebody was saying, well, niggas did own slaves too, but that was the mandatory manumission niggas. See, if you was an inventor, George Washington Carver them type, did good inventions, you did anything to help for the betterment of the white race, you was rewarded.
That 12 years of slavery, nigga, y'all
we was talking about revolting, and one of y'all went and told it, and they actually stopped the revolt. You was a good old boy to them, so you might end up getting your freedom then. But when a lot of them got their freedom, instead of going creating something for their people to have, they want to be a white boy. They started getting slaves too, man. You had niggas wanted to be white boys, still like to this day.
And that shit a proposition.
Right.
I can't go down there and beat in the bush and find this here. But if you can go down there and get it, I guarantee you, when you get it and bring it back to me, I'm gonna give you X number of dollars for it. No question asked, no nothing. Man, all you gotta do is just get it to me.
Look, I know he ain't lying. I watch one of them movies. Tell me if it's true. They do this. Boss gave the cat 2 horses to go sell. He's supposed to get about $300-400, way two a state or 2 over. I think he won like from Texas to Virginia or something like that, or North or something like that. But he had his papers to travel. Man, this man left, came back. He say, boss, when I got there, he only wanted one of the horses. But I didn't want to let you down. So I stayed and tried to find somebody buy the other horse. So instead of that $400 I was supposed to give you, I got more for the other horse, so here go your 400 and another 100 extra, boss. He was like, and you told me if I did this for you, you'll give me my freedom, me and my wife and my kids. And the boss told him, man, I hope you didn't believe in that, man, but I appreciate you coming back. Go take your ass back out there and take care of them horses. And I like, you had some cats was really, instead of waking up like this ain't gonna never happen,
I seen
man,
that movie.
they just keep on doing it. Keep on that's called insane. And then you just gonna keep on doing it, keep hoping and wishing.
And you think
keep hoping
the
and wishing.
outcome gonna be different.
Yeah, you think it's gonna be different. No, it ain't gonna be no different outcome. This is free, what you call it, income without no work. Who gonna get that up?
But the black man was so sharp when he got played like that by the white boy that time, and the white boy still trusted him with his money and his property. And
So he kept that extra next time.
He kept it for himself.
Yeah.
He kept it for himself. He found a way that he could take that extra and redeem it, and he could hide it and say, boss, it was such a, because now he came back the first time. He can tell that white boy anything, any fucking thing.
Because he said he trusted.
He trusted.
Dred Scott.
So that's the con.
Dred Scott, the coldest nigga ever lived, man. Nigga mailed himself into freedom. Put himself in a box and mailed himself to freedom and took it to the Supreme Court. Coldest nigga it was, man.
Mailed himself there?
Shit.
But we've always had to use the brain thing. Because, Mom, you talking about the bronze, they gave us the bronze and we needed the bronze, that's where our value was.
Right.
But our esoteric value came in our education.
Right.
So we knew then we could wink at that white boy and know that he wasn't shit because he playing. That's why even right now, I got white friends, but they still think I'm gaming.
Yeah.
They still don't know whether Grover's shooting the con for fair.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, I'm saying, white boy, I like you. You cool. I'm out. You all right with me?
Yeah,
you know, I mean,
got
if something
played, but the
happens right
Indians
now,
played along too.
Yeah, and that's what we always. That's what the black men know. That Indian trusted him and got told to fuck.
No, we was all right with the Indians, man. We had been living over here in Americas with the Indians long before
he came here.
Any English motherfucker, anybody came, we was over living in the harmony with them folks. They came over here when they put the Pilgrims, the Plymouth Rock, and they put their game down, and they started telling them people, hey man, if y'all help us round up these blacks, we gonna pay y'all. They started paying them.
Listen,
so they make them turn on, even in the Constitution, the shit they got for them Indians, the treaties and all that.
That's because they turned on
the five, they call them the five, what you call the tribes,
you got Cherokee,
what you
got
call
Arapaho, you
the
got
Chickasaw, you got the casinos, civilized tribes. See, they had to cut us off because you got to think about it. The white boys weren't only one fucking niggas. We have been mating with the Indians forever. Why you think they was that color?
The Seminoles.
They gotta understand.
Seminole means black.
Man, this is the biggest trick on earth, man. That we wasn't everywhere.
Seminole.
You name it. Man, I watched a white boy. I watched a white boy going to war in Australia on the video. I got it on my phone. We just want to keep Australia white. We want to keep it like the original Aborigines. I'm like,
no,
you can't know your history, brother. Y'but
they all came out of the penitentiary.
Hey, but listen, but here's the thing, though. But here's the kicker. Here's the kicker.
Go ahead.
They ain't gotta know theirs. We don't know ours, so that's what makes theirs so relevant.
But watch this though. But when you try to give it to, I walk around with books. It's some cat you try to give it to them. They gonna tell me, man, fuck all that shit.
Yeah, you know what?
Because they want to be included in that other shit.
No,
they don't want to be included in their own.
Listen,
give me
the average nigga who say fuck that shit. He in survival mode.
Okay, I understand that, but that's what he think. Cause watch this. Show me another race say fuck they history, fuck they shit.
No.
Okay, so that's that Willie Lynch. Well, nigga don't want to connect with his past no more. How you gonna take a step forward and you don't know where you came from?
But you know how that was done. That was through a systematic process of shaming it.
But watch this. But watch this though, Scoop. Can you agree to this? It was a reason they socially engineered us from what we had before they got us on them boats. Mm-hmm. It's the reason why they didn't want us to connect with that. It's the reason why when the Africa come over here and they getting their visa, they tell them, they showing videos of niggas on hip hop niggas, rappers. Don't be around them kind of niggas. We gonna take your. We gonna. They don't want. They don't want to communicate.
But here's the thing, though.
Go ahead.
That's true.
A lot of niggas enjoying this culture where they don't want to shake this.
But you ain't gotta leave it. You include, it's inclusion.
But I'm saying,
it's yours.
If I acknowledge,
right,
who I was and what my people was, then I'm gonna stop wearing the Louis.
No, you can still do that. Who wrote that rule that you couldn't do that? Well, who said you gotta be a broke conscious nigga? But you gotta go live in the nature and all this.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm so caught up in the me. Fuck being conscious.
I got to be conscious, just knowing what's going on.
But it don't pay my bills.
I want to know what's going on.
It don't pay my bills.
I got to, but bills and being conscious, that's about yourself.
That's what I'm saying. So a lot of niggas
that's outside of bills and all that.
Hey, my nigga tell me, listen,
it's gonna be a point when the bills and shit don't even matter, brother.
It's gonna be a point for a lot of people where being conscious don't matter.
Nah, it's gonna matter.
For a lot of people, it ain't gonna matter.
Why you say it matter? It's gonna matter. It's gonna matter after death. You gotta understand. This some of the secrets they stole from us, man. When you die, you gonna be judged. I don't give a fuck who you are.
Here's the thing.
And your judgment is what you know, what you did when you was on earth. Am I right or wrong?
I got some people saying, man, ain't nobody died and came back and told me a motherfucker thing. Fuck being conscious.
But
I'm
that's true.
Take my
ain't nobody died and told you this, but somebody telling you something right here in your face, brother.
But
you heard me say before, if you black people don't die.
But listen, hey, listen. But when I don't watch, but listen, hold on, Kimbo. But listen,
go ahead.
I don't watch mama die. I don't watch grandmama die. Nigga, black people die. I don't watch my partner die, and ain't now one of them came back and told me what it was like. So consciousness won't help me.
So give me the other race where they came back and told them.
That's what I'm saying. Ain't nobody ever came back.
Thank you. So that's what I'm saying.
Hold on. This is the point I'm trying to make, OG.
We got something back.
This is what the point I'm trying to make.
Right.
We ain't heard him. So a nigga in the hood that's trying to eat, nigga, fuck being conscious.
Right.
I feel that.
Now a lot of them feel like that because they don't understand what was the reason for being conscious.
I don't want to be conscious.
But I understand. It's a lot of people don't want to be. But how can you knock a nigga that want to be that?
I don't.
Okay.
It's a lot of niggas don't.
Oh, but that should be the end of the discussion.
Yeah.
I'm saying some of us looking for enlightenment. Some of us don't want to be up under the white man. Some of us want to know our own shit. So when the white boy come try to tell us to go back to Africa, I want to tell him, well, nigga, where in the fuck are you from? Where are you from originally? Because you ain't number 2,000-3,000 years old, 6,000 years on this earth.
I don't want to go back to Africa. But see, I'm a descendant of the nigga.
No, I'm not saying. I ain't not
hold
saying.
On, we got to call her.
What's your name, Carla? What's your name?
Man, it's Lil Johnny.
Lil Johnny was had to talk
What's
to
up
us,
with
man.
it, Lil Johnny, man?
Hey, man. I got to say this, man. Our history is to unlock our future, man. You can't say, I'm from the ghetto, man. You gotta be conscious. You gotta be smart.
That's what gets you off. Am I right or wrong? That's what gets you off the plane.
Hold on, one at a time. Go ahead.
When you looking at it the way you looking at it, see, you might as well watch Love and Hip Hop. That's your neighborhood.
Let me ask you this, little homie.
They repeat that shit over and over. That shit is a mental warfare.
What if I don't believe in that spiritual heaven and hell hocus pocus stuff? What if I don't believe?
But we don't believe in that, though. But listen, that's what you understand. That's what being conscious is. Not believing in that.
You know you live in the world 25 days.
I don't give a damn about none of that. All I care about is from 1977
You care about the dollar, right?
Care about the what?
You care about the dollar. You care about every day. How you move every day, right?
I care about living life, waking up, being alive from 1977 to now. What happened before from 1977, what these eyes ain't seen, I don't care nothing about.
But everybody don't feel like
but
that.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm playing devil's advocate.
You got people like that.
Let me tell you something.
But you got people.
That's the ass whooping you've been put on since 1977.
We were just talking about the Willie Lynch.
But here's the thing.
That's the Willie Lynch syndrome.
But here's the thing.
You don't want to see your people.
But listen,
as an individual, you can only go so far.
Hey, this is what I'm trying to say.
Your people. If you don't
my people don't. Hey, listen. My people don't go in the casket with me.
Hold on.
No, let me say this. Listen,
Carla, hold on for a second. Carla, this is Charleston talking. Hold on.
My people don't go in the casket with me. My people don't feed my children with me. My people stomach don't hurt when my stomach hurt. So
because you see what I'm saying? Them are selfish villages, brother. So you putting too much on your people.
No, listen, that's
not what your people from.
That's
exactly. Your people didn't have your.
Listen, I'm responding to him.
Go ahead.
He said if you don't care about your people, so nigga, I care about me. Fuck the people. You see, but that's the mentality. That's the mentality my people have.
Like saying fuck your brother.
I'm saying that.
That's how we end up in the situation that we in. That's the same thing we talking about.
We have people that still around.
Time out.
Be quiet.
Caller.
Hold on, everybody be quiet. Caller, hold on. Remember, we uncensored. This is the great thing.
No.
We got some political science students.
Listen to me.
You gotta respect his mind too, man.
That's what I'm trying to
We got some political science students, and we got some political.
We all hollering. We all hollering.
Let him talk.
All right, listen. I'm the producer of the show. Everybody, be quiet right now.
Go ahead, bro.
It's some political science
Go ahead, Lil
students.
Jay.
It's some political science students and some
All
political
I'm
science
saying is,
graduated.
forgive my language.
Listen.
All I'm saying is,
No, you can cut.
somebody can say you ain't worrying about the next.
The social engineering.
Your people is everybody around you with their skin color. Your people, you might can't see it like that because you're thinking about the today money.
But listen, I'm not thinking
right
about
now.
money.
It's a generation. It's gonna be generations that die after you gone. You gonna want to know how your kids live.
But here's the thing. Let me say this.
Everybody help you.
Let me respond to that. When you say